The Metro Yellow Line is now closed until next May. Let's talk about what this means for your trip. Major Metro track work is happening right now in Virginia. This could be very disruptive, somewhat disruptive, or not at all disruptive to your trip. So make sure to pay attention to the details in this video and plan accordingly. Phase 1 of construction started yesterday and will run through October 22nd. During this phase of construction, there will be no rail service south of Regan National Airport. This is because Metro has been building and will finally be opening a new infill station called Potomac Yard in between the airport and Braddock Road stations. But another big thing is happening, which is that Metro is rebuilding the Yellow Line Bridge, which crosses the Potomac River. During this phase of construction, there are two very important things that you need to know about. The first is that if you are staying south of Reagan National Airport between now and October 22nd, you will not get a one-seat ride downtown on Metro. The second is that even if you are staying in Crystal City or Pentagon City, you can still get downtown, but you should expect the ride to take about twice as long because it will be on the Blue Line. Because you have to go up and around and through Foggy Bottom rather than a straight shot across the Potomac River on the bridge. So if you're currently booked in a hotel south of the airport, for example, in Alexandria, I would strongly encourage you to rebook it. If, for whatever reason, you can't, you can still get into downtown, but it will require riding a shuttle bus to a Metro station and then Metro the rest of the way. If you're staying near either the Braddock Road or King Street Metro stations, you can take a shuttle bus to Crystal City, then get off the bus and transfer to the Blue Line. If you're staying near Crystal City or Pentagon City, you may be able to take advantage of an express shuttle bus that will take you right across the river to the Smithsonian Station. However, this express shuttle only runs during weekday rush hour. But if you're going downtown when it's running, it could be a nice quick ride. And if you're staying even farther away, which I don't recommend, there are express shuttle buses that will take you from the last station on both the Blue Line and the Yellow Line to Pentagon, where you can pick up the Blue Line and ride in from there. By the way, before we get to the phase 2 of this construction project, I haven't even introduced myself yet. If you're new to this channel, my name is Rob. I'm a tour guide and the founder of Trip Hacks DC Tours. On this channel, I share my best tips, tricks, and hacks for visitors who want to explore Washington, DC. And if you're planning to visit DC soon, make sure to check out some of my most recent tourism update videos so you know exactly what's going on. Now, starting on October 23rd, Metro stations south of the airport will reopen, and they will all be served by the Blue Line. The Yellow Line will continue to be closed all the way through May 2023 so that they can rebuild the Yellow Line Bridge. This means that during this time period, if you're staying in Virginia, near Crystal City, Pentagon City, or Alexandria, you will still be able to get into town on a one-seat ride, but it will take a bit longer. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. This situation, it really stinks, especially for people who live in these affected areas. But for visitors, it is possible to navigate this. So here's my advice. If you're planning to visit between now and May 2023, pick an area to stay that is not in one of these affected areas. In my recommended hotels guide, I laid out 11 areas that I recommend. So between now and next May, go ahead and cross off Crystal City and Alexandria from this list. If you pick one of the other 9 areas, and most of what you want to see and do is in the city, then this Metro construction will have minimal impact on your visit. And if you have your heart set on going to Old Town Alexandria, the good news is you can still take the water taxi there. It runs from the wharf every day except Monday and Tuesday. And you might want to buy tickets in advance because I have heard about boats selling out. And starting on October 23rd, you can take the Blue Line out to Alexandria, as long as you're okay with a little bit longer ride. One more thing to note is that the Yellow Line typically runs all the way up to Fort Totten. This is what the Metro map typically looks like, and this is what it currently looks like. Notice how this entire stretch is now only on the green line. However, Metro Metro has said that they are roughly doubling the number of Green Line trains that will travel during construction. So you should have about the same riding experience on this section. And hey, if you made it this far, then I highly recommend watching another TripXDC video. Enjoy your trip.